Hi, everyone. It's Linda here. And you know, I'm all about getting younger every day, right? For women with 60 plus years of experience. We don't say old, we say years of experience. And today's topic is the third in a series of three about getting rid of skin tags on the neck and getting rid of little unsightly moles and so forth on the body. So, you know that we have been trying out, well, I've been demonstrating because I've been using it for years and I love it, um, is the Suzanne Summers Organics called acai exfoliating polish. And it is, let me just show you here. It's a thick, smooth, kind of looks icky there, but it's green. And green is good, right? Green is good for getting younger every day. And basically, you just smooth it on and it smells so good. I love it. And it has a little bit of a gritty feeling because it's an exfoliator. But nevertheless, today is the day three in the video series, but day 21 in the testing series for getting rid of the moles and the skin tags. So I'm going to show it to you. We'll see, and then I'll direct you to the website where you can see close-up pictures, all right, of the first time, the middle time, and the last time that we're going to be doing this. So you know that I had chronic fatigue syndrome for 10 years. Well, I had it for like a year and a half, and then it took me another 8-9 years to recover from it. And that meant in the first part of that 10 years that I would sleep all day long and all night long. Now, on the weekdays, because I had a mild case of it, I still worked at Xerox. I would get in late. I would not be terribly efficient. You know, my reviews started dropping because my IQ started dropping. But I would sleep for 14, 16 hours a day. So I kept my job, barely. And so I'm very thankful that it was a mild case and then I got over it. And then I met the one of the international researchers for it. And he's the one that told me, you're getting better. I said, really? He said, yeah, because you can exercise now without getting sick the next day. That's an improvement. I went, okay. It was long. But believe me, that's why I decided out of desperation to figure out how to, number one, recover, and number two, not get it again. Build my immune system and my entire natural healing system so that I would never lose another 10 years of my life. And so it has taken a long time, but you know, I look for the best things that work. I like them to work quickly if possible. And because I don't have a lot of patience, and I like them to work really well. And you know, that's the top of the bell curve. That's those really fine items that not everybody knows about. So when you say, well, I haven't heard of that. Yeah. So it's either at the top or it's at the bottom, but I look at the stuff at the top and I test them, and I test them, meaning I use them myself. And if they work, great. And this one hits my top 10 list. And so for itchy or for little bumps or for any little brown things that I don't want, I had to work very hard. I mean, I have a ball over my body. So you're not going to see a crystal clear body, all right? My grandmother loved her dearly, and she gifted me with these little propensity for brown spots and well, whatever, you know what I mean, little red spots. And so I think of her with fondness when I see them. So I work at them little by little. If it's particularly in a place where it's unsightly, then I work on it. And so I got rid of a bunch of them around my navel so that I could, you know, wear a swimsuit or shorts or something like that, and not so much that anymore, as much as, well, you know, if I were ever going to be in a relationship and not have all my clothes on, I wouldn't want any big brown ugly spots, right? So I worked on that, and they're not completely gone, but they're 85% better, and I can live with that. So then I spend my time and my money and my effort elsewhere, okay? So when I got the itchy things underneath my breast, I needed this. When I got a little brown spot that was starting to appear, not an age spot, but one of those little brown mole kind of things. that was showing up here. And so I meticulously worked on that one for a couple of weeks, and that disappeared enough for me to be happy with it. So, I mean, I don't even know it's there. I don't know if you can see it or not. And so that's what we did this time. We worked on one back here, right? Back here. We worked on one here. Now this one's not going to look like it's disappeared because it hasn't. And I don't know if it's going to show up on the screen in the pictures. We're going to try. But I know that it's thinner, that it keeps crusting off, and that it's getting a little lighter and so forth because it's less dense. So I'll keep working on that. Again, it doesn't show up a lot, but I tried it on this for you because I wanted you to see something big. So I will continue to work on it. I mean, I can live with it the way it is, but I'd like that. And then, of course, I'm always working on my neck and so forth because I find that in those areas where we perspire, if we're not cleaning it immediately, and who does that all day long, then those are the areas that tend to get little bumps and so forth, because our skin is excreting. You know, it's the largest organ for getting rid of toxins. So that's the good news, because we got a lot of it. The bad news is that you got to keep it clean all the time, and that it shows up in funny little ways. But now we have ways to keep it at bay at best, okay? So let me show you the breast. So this is as I'm my left side, all right? And as you see here, this used to be all bumpy. Now you can't feel what I can feel, but the raisingness, the height of it, it feels very smooth now compared to before. There's still some color in there, I know, but it's getting one heck of a lot better, and it doesn't itch. And then on my right side's breast, you pull it over here. So I started up here in the first to pay attention up here. So you see that's a lot better. And then as I had more time and so forth, I started later on moving to the back. So it's not as far gone yet because it takes time, you know. And what I do is I take this here because it's thick, and I put it down here. So I've got just a little bit on my fingers. And that's when I do it like this. So I do it in a focused area. I don't just smooth it all over my body. I guess one could, but that would run into a little bit of money. So I let it sit for a couple of minutes. Then I rub it in again. Sometimes I put my fingers under the water and just get them slightly moist and rub it some more so that it's got a little bit of smoothness and liquidy to it. Either way is fine. And leave it on for a couple minutes, or sometimes I forget and start to go watch television and come back and then rinse it off. Don't wash it off, just rinse it off. And you can do it twice a day, but it's especially good if you do it before you go to bed because the nighttime is the healing time. And so you're asleep and your body doesn't have a lot of other things it has to do. So you let it work on the healing that in the places where you kind of told it to by giving it that extra little helper with the nutrients and stuff that are in this cream. So that's my tip for today, my tip for these 3 series. We're going to go on and show you all kinds of other ways, because when it comes to getting younger every day, it's about thinking younger and looking younger and feeling younger and acting younger, because you've got that energy and that power. And it's about healing holistically and preventing naturally. And it's about paying attention to our 7 sources of points of energies, which is our 7 chakras. Don't know a lot about it, but I know that they are what controls our entire body from a energetic point. And when you think about it, every single thing we've got, do, see, look, feel, and whatnot is energy. Even our thoughts are energy. Quantum physics tells us our thoughts are energy. That means that you can reach out and touch them in a way. They're kind of tangible because they're matter. And so therefore, something has to be the source and the energy focal point for all of that. Our thinking and our seeing and our feeling and our smelling, our sexuality, our spirit, and so forth. So that's what we do and get younger every day in our inner circle and in the group and in our page and in our YouTubes, because I don't believe in that thought that says, well, that's what happens when you get older. I hear that every day. I hear that every day. I'm in Florida and I'm 73 and I have a lot of friends who are 82 and 83. And I have other friends that are younger than I. But every time they get an ache or something starts to go wrong, they go, well, that's what happens when you get older. No. Yeah, all right. We start to age from the minute we were born, but we don't have to, and it's not like I want to go down kicking and screaming. No, but I want to feed the body, the mind, and the soul in such a way that it ages as slowly and as gracefully as possible, so that when I finally kick the bucket, I have lived as much life as I want to in as many ways as possible and as vibrantly as possible. So my body and your body, if you cut yourself, what happens? It heals. Your body has a natural inclination and passion and need and compulsion to heal itself. So let's get out of the way of the healing by knowing what to stop doing, right? And let's boost it a little bit by knowing naturally the kinds of things that will help it get better. And this isn't just about beauty, ladies. This is also about detoxing. It's about giving our skin and our body, don't take any of the energy to build little moles and skin tags. Don't take energy to try and handle them and process them. Get them out of the way so our skin can work to exhale and put out any toxins that are there easily without bumping. Because this is what's happening in my oversimplistic mind, is that the body's trying to repel some junk that's in our body and it can't quite get out. So it gets stuck in a bump or a tag. It gets stuck in a mole or something. It just kind of crusted up. Well, we don't need those. So let's get rid of them and give our body a fighting chance to help us stay, because then it's got energy for other things, more serious things. You know, we got to get our organs nice and neat and all that kind of stuff. So we'll talk more about that too in all of our inner circle and website and so forth. So stay tuned and click so you can subscribe so you get more of the information, if you will, please. And heavens, if you like what you hear and you want to make a comment, go ahead and do that down below. And if you go to the getyoungereveryday.com website and sign up for some of the goodies, the free goodies and things that we have there. I mean, join our world, all right? Because there isn't much out there, ladies, for a holistic approach to people who believe that you can feel as if you're getting younger every day. And that makes each and every hour of our lives better and more vibrant and more happy. And just wonderful. Thanks, ladies. See you next time. Bye.